Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I heard Aries. My name is Chelsea and this is the channel where we do all Aries readings. Today we're going to take a look and see what Spirit has to say to you, okay? We're going to do what do you need to know right now. So I'm going to be pulling some random cards. This is a general message. Love may come up because I have some love oracles. I have the Kipper right here. Just whatever you need to know. Whatever you need to know. Let me take a quick sip of water. Okay. Oh yeah, that's good. You know why this water's so good? It was free in a restaurant. And let me tell you something. I'm going to go get a little coffee shop I found here in New Orleans. It's called Pond. I'm assuming it's called Pond because the guy who's making my coffee was British. Okay. So I'm assuming that's why it was called Pond, across the pond, right? Coffee was good. Salmon bagel was phenomenal. But then all of a sudden, one of the guys who works there, he was like, would you like some water? And I'm thinking, sure. He's going to pour me some water. And then he goes into the cooler and pulls out this fresh ice cold bottle of water. And that shocked me. Because water is not free anymore. And I feel like that shouldn't have shocked me the way it shocked me. But I thought it was just so pleasant and just so wow. But we're at a time now where that shocked me. And that's pretty sad. You know, he just handed me a bottle of water. He handed me the guy next to me a bottle of water. And we were both kind of like, should we take it? Is there a catch? I'm telling you, man, times is crazy around us. All right. So if you are a member, you know that I did post a preview to the month of September energy reading. I did a Celtic cross. And man, oh man, was it beautiful. Even if you subscribe, unsubscribe, I don't care. Go look at that video. It's just a preview to the month of September. Very transformative energy and beautiful, actually. Very beautiful. Okay, so let's take a look here for today and see what you need to know, Aries. Okay, Holy Spirit, Spirit guides and angels, please allow me to deliver a clear message here for the Aries collective. What do they need to know this moment in time? Because all there ever is now. It's always now, right? We think, oh, is it a past? Is it a present? Is it a future? It's always just now. Everything is now. It's in the present moment. All right, so what does Aries need to know? Ooh, there's a lot of cards coming out. Too many, too many. I set came out, surrender, but I felt like that could be it. A lot of cards were falling out. All right, let's give one card here for Aries. Let's see if it comes out again. What does Aries need to know? Level up. Pleasure. Pleasure. Celestial alignment and scarcity. I'm going to pull one more here to clarify level up. Although we're going to read that one. What else? What else? Ooh, my God. Why can't I hold on to the cards? What's coming out here for Aries? Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rise. Oh, this is a good message here. Okay. Queen Ya Asantiwa, level up. Leveling up. We've been getting this card a lot for the last few weeks, Aries. What came in reverse? Long Bubby Susie, shame. Shame. And I like that she came in reverse. Because that's exactly what we're doing. We're letting go of any type of shame that is deep-rooted, that is in us, embedded in us, in our DNA, generational type of shame. You know, things that we are ashamed of in our physicality, in our mind, things that we've done. Never, ever hold on to anything. Even if it's something in the past that you like, that you did, that you didn't like. And you're like, that is not a great representation of who I am. And I shouldn't have done that. Leave that in that moment. Forgive yourself. We're the hardest critics on ourselves when we do things that we feel like are bad. There are no good and bad. I asked you guys to watch this near-death experience and I posted it in the community tab. Watch that today, because here on earth, I just keep talking about the fear-based concept that it's human-made. It was something that was created to make us feel bad or to make us stay in a box. Same thing with shame. When you cross over and you speak to source, it's not even that it's going to be forgiven. It's just that bad doesn't exist. So what we think is bad over here is all a learning lesson. We're learning from it. Even when people do bad things to you, it is just, we're all experiencing things and learning from it. We have to kind of get out of this like good and bad complex of everything. You're a good, you're a bad, because it just weighs us down. I got a new tattoo, y'all. It's not ready to be seen because I just bleeding, but it's there. Let's take a look here at Queen Ya Asantewa. Just give me a second. I know the book is here somewhere. Here it is. All right. Number 39. And Long Bubby Susie is number 19, which reduces to 10. We've been seeing a lot of 10s. Completions. 39. Let's take a look here. What does this say? It says raise your standards, okay? A leap for one is a leap forward for the tribe. Your choices can raise the frequency of your community and the planet. The embodiment says it's time to level up. This is your season for a quantum leap, and you have prepared for this. Life does not have to be linear, and neither does growth. A quantum leap feels drastic and huge, but the secret is that the quantum leaps happen little by little. So what inspired action helps you level up? Connecting to spirit with rituals, movement, meditation, visualization is a great start. The goddess declaration, divine timing is on my side. Also, communicate with your spirit guides. Communicate with them. We all have an angel, at least one, a passed on loved one, someone who has been connected to us. We have a whole team and whole army on the other side. I really want you guys to listen to that lady's near-death experience, because even listening to it just brought back so much memories and things that have been brought to me through meditation. It's like, yeah, I remember this. Yes. And one thing I've always said is that we have a spiritual team, which is why I always read the, guardian angel cards, because we have one that we can talk to. And this lady was like, even anything as small as a parking spot, if you ask your spirit guide, help me find a parking spot, it appears. So if we could ask things as little as that, why not are we asking for more, right? Prayer, communication to the divine is prayer, right? Thanksgiving is prayer. Ask for what you need. Ask for signs. Say, Spirit, I feel that it is time in my life to level up. What I am doing right now is not serving me anymore, and it's time for me to level up. Show me what the next step is. You may not need to see the full plan. You may not need to see the full picture, but ask Spirit to show you what your next step is. And then the next step, and then the next step. And before you move it, you're moving and you're flowing forward. Don't always have to jump, you know what I'm saying, before you even realize what your plan is. Wait till it comes to you. Okay, let's take a look here. I'm going to pull from the Soul Lessons Journey Oracle. All right, Aries. I'm seeing success at the bottom of the deck and failure. Look at this, the opposites. Success and failure. Failure says, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So in that case, it's not really a mistake, right? If we're learning from everything that we do, there is no failure, right? There is no failure. There is only lessons to be learned. Shame, right? Shame makes you feel that there are failures, all right? But love, right? And God's source energy allows you to know that there is only lessons to be learned and things to be experienced. I'm going to keep success over here to the side. Let's pull from the Moonology. Let's see what's happening here for you, Aries, that you need to know about. This is for Aries. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising for Aries. All right, meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces and new moon in Gemini. Communication is key, okay? This is what I was just talking about with speaking to your spirit guides or your angel, your guardian angel, whatever you want to consider it. You have to speak it. You have to speak. You have to ask. You have to communicate, right? We all heard that saying, there is power in the tongue. Speak what you want to see into existence and watch it happen. Meditate and contemplate. It reminds me of the other Pisces card here. I feel like it is a mixture of the spiritual side and a mixture of the physical side, and we need both. We're in control of both of those energies, our spiritual self and our physical self, right? So Piscean energy is that dreamy state, that manifesting, that law of attraction. How do we create our dreams into reality? Well, New Moon in Gemini says we need to communicate. Communication is key. We need to ask, we need to speak, we need to, state or affirm what we are desiring, okay? Let's pull from the Kipper deck. Let's see here. What do we have here from the Kipper? Distant horizons, number 36, again, reduces to 9. Distant horizon, something is a long time coming. Excuse me, but it is coming. It is on the way. We have number 3, marriage. Now, this obviously could be a literal marriage. This also could be a business partnership, a long-term commitment in some sort. We have adjudication in reverse, a judgment, a legal situation, something that has not been complete but is coming to an end. And we have a journey, a 10, which talks about completion, the end of something. Something is coming up for you, Aries, something that could have been a long time coming, and it is finally coming to an end. It could be a long time, a long period of singleness, and you are about to get a partner or connection. Or on the contrary, it could be that you've been married and something is finally about to end and you're about to start a new path on your own, okay? Whatever it is, there's a sense of leveling up, going to the next phase. With the failure card here, I feel like you're about to find out or see why certain things didn't work out for you. And I'm also sitting in the sense with adjudication here. There's this kind of like needing to let go of judgment. Okay, I said this before. It's like we judge ourselves the hardest. We are the last people to forgive ourselves in certain situations. Give me one more here for Aries. We have integrity that came out. Okay. Does a situation align with your values and morals? At the bottom of the deck is acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. And obstacles. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. I see apology and finances. You can expect the apology that you want to hear. And finances. Financial challenges are affecting something in your life here, or the belief that it is. Okay? Let's take a look here for Aries. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. This is for Aries. Making sure my mic is on. All right, what do we have here? All right, what do we have here for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising? What is the message? 4 of Cups. All right, complacency. Dissatisfaction with life, where you're at, or a particular situation that you're in. Yeah, I'm hearing you can't get there from here, right? Meaning, Aries, if you're sitting with your arms crossed, you can't make it all the way over there to the finish line or where you perceive to be your new life or a new beginning when you are feeling down and out or discontent about where you're at. The 4 of Cups is also a reminder of gratitude, right? Feeling grateful for where you are in the present moment, because that is what propels you forward. That is what creates movement, okay? When you focus on something, it expands it. So if you're focusing on your shortcomings or what you perceive to be your failures, that is going to expand in your awareness, in your consciousness. Or you're going to say, you know what, that's another lesson. I learned it, and you move on smoothly, right? Because the thing is, when you're focusing on what was lost or the failures, you miss an opportunity, a golden opportunity right in front of you. That is what shame does, okay? That type of energy comes from the devil. I'm not talking about a little gremlin with horns. I'm talking about that type of energy, that devil energy. It comes with shame, failure, fear, all of those things, right? And the more that you are in that energy, the more it pulls you down, right? But when you have the energy of authority, love, light, gratitude, acceptance, what happens? You level up. Okay. So it's literally, this is always down to the decision of what are you choosing to focus on? What are you choosing to identify with? Right. And what are you finally choosing to let go of? Okay. The 10 of Wands wanting to come out. Tell us what the challenge is here for Aries. Wow. The 10 of Cups here came crossing just like this. Somebody is failing to see a golden opportunity just to be happy, just to have your wish fulfillment and your desires, whether it's relationship, whether it's in your business, your love life, your money. The 10 of Cups is challenged, or maybe relationships are challenged in your life. But it's because you're in this 4 of Cups energy here of either complacency or disregard or feeling lack about, or feeling down and contempt about your situation. Okay, that's why we have this failure cards. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. I'm seeing the Lovers here. What is the advice here for Aries from Spirit? 9 of Pentacles. This is really like a love yourself type of card. Love yourself, enjoy your life, enjoy the fruits of your labor, right? Don't be bogged down about what's not working out for you, what you feel like failed, what you feel like you didn't have, what you feel like you couldn't obtain, because when you're in that energy, that's all you're focusing on, and there's going to be more of that same feeling. The 9 of Pentacles is a very luxurious person here. They might not be super uber wealthy, but they enjoy everything that they have around them. And the people who enjoy their lives, whether they're living in a little shack or whatever, they feel like they have the world at their fingertips. Not because they actually do as far as materialism, but they're enjoying what they have, what they've created. And that makes for a life of abundance, okay? When you're constant, and there could be people who are uber rich and wealthy who are in this 4 of Cups energy, who always feel like they want more, 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 more. They are never satisfied. They're never truly enjoying life. It's always great to have goals, right? The thing about manifestation, it's never done. It's never done. These little thumb. It's never done. It's never complete. You obtain one thing that you think you've been wanting for a long time. Well, guess what? Something else is going to come after that you want now. And something else is going to come after that you want. And there's nothing wrong with that. Oh my God. This sums up. There's nothing wrong with that. You are creating your life, right? But if you're constantly down and out about the things that you have not obtained, or you feel like you don't have, you're going to stay in that state of being, state of sadness, state of failure, state of not enoughness, okay? This beautiful woman here, man or woman here, is enjoying everything that she has. And by doing that, more comes to her. Ace of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. Tell us about the outcome or in the near future here for Aries. We have the 7 of Pentacles. So this is investing in your future. This could be investments that pay off from the, things that happened in the past that are finally coming to. 7 of Pentacles can be an energy of contemplation on what to invest in or which direction to move in. I'm seeing the Sun and the Chariot and the Page of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Let's clarify these cards here. Tell me about the 4 of Cups here for Aries. Tell me about the 4 of Cups. Wow. So the thing that could be missing here, Aries, is the 10 of Pentacles. We could definitely say in a literal sense, but let's say this. Let's say this. Let's use an example. You're like, spirit guides. How do I manifest $100,000? This is an example because everybody's always after money. and you're just like eager, like, how do I do it? You're not giving me the answers. I don't see the answers. But just in that, I don't see it, I don't have it, I want it, that is this Four of Cups energy. Instead of going off, you ask the question, but you put yourself in the highest frequency or vibration, then you see that it was always right in front of your face. And until you've experienced this, you won't believe it. But I promise you, that is truly how manifestation works, because I've manifested many, many times. I've always asked for things or stated, I have this, thank you for this thing, or show me this thing to my awareness. And then I go about my life and I enjoy my life, and boom, that thing comes in. It's very difficult for that thing to come in when you're in this type of energy, when you're disappointed or mad at the world or mad at life or just fed up with your and it's okay. Being fed up with your circumstances, it means that you're about to change. That is beautiful energy to be in, but you don't want to stay there, right? You don't want to be complacent in there, right? I always tell people magic is about to happen when you finally get fed up with where you're at, because you're going to start actively changing your situation. It's when you are so comfortable in complaining. You know, we all know those people, right? We all know those people or have those certain type of friends who will complain and complain and complain about the situation. But every time you try to give them advice, or maybe you should do this, or they don't take it. They just simply like sitting here and constantly complaining about their situation and not doing anything to change it. That's kind of what the Four of Cups is. It's like, I'm looking at what I don't like. I'm going to continue to talk about what I don't like. I'm not going to enjoy what I don't like while I submerge myself in this energy. And that is that's what's always going to be. Instead of saying, you know what, the moment that this person here stands up and says, you know what, I don't like this situation, but I do love myself. I can find a lot of things that I can be grateful for right now. And the moment they stand up, they see that opportunity. That is what raising your vibration is. That is what true elevation is. And then he realizes in this little cup right here is 10 pentacles. Okay. So it's literally like someone here is cutting themselves off from their jackpot, from their vibrational wealth, from their riches, by constantly sitting in what they do not like, what they feel like they're failing at, what they feel like they're ashamed of. Someone is constantly sitting in that energy, and they cannot recognize the golden opportunity or this 10 of Pentacles right in front of their face. And so what do we say? Okay, so Chelsea, well, how do I do that? Get up every single day and find something to be grateful about. Even if it's just one thing, that one thing tomorrow is going to turn into 2 things and 3 things and 4 things. Don't try to shove 100. Some people will be like, oh, I'm writing 100 things I'm grateful about today. If you're not feeling in that frequency in that moment, don't do that, because it's not going to feel good. But I promise you, if you let it gradually build and just say, I'm going to just find 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 things today I'm grateful about, and go about your day and watch what that does to your energy. Then the next day, I'm going to find a few more things. You will slowly start to build and you will raise your vibration slowly, so that it's not overwhelming, but it actually turns into an actual paradigm shift, a mindset change. Sometimes when we overwhelm ourselves with trying to change from this to that, because from feeling a failure to success could be a grand leap for some people. Especially if they've been feeling or identifying with things that have not worked out for them as failure. If you identify it as failure, going from that to this could be very, very like grinding your gears. So you want to do it in a small way to where you're bringing you're just pulling you're just pulling the curtains back just a little bit. You're just letting a little light in, and then you're making a little bit more light in tomorrow, and then a little bit light. And you know what I'm saying? The type of people who keeps their house doom and gloom and keeps the shades down. A lot of white light is going to overwhelm them all at once. But if you just pull a little bit back, before you know it, you're used to the brightness. You're used to the elevation. You're used to positivity, you know? You notice how you're around some people who are in that negative mindset. They don't like all that positive shit. They'll tell you. They'll be like, that person is fake. That's what they usually say about people who are usually positive and happy. That person is fake. Nobody's like that all the time. Something's wrong with them. They're fake. Da 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 da. Because they don't understand how you can get up every day and feel grateful or be in a higher vibration. It doesn't come all at once. It doesn't come overnight. But if you start to change your thoughts little by little, in a few months, you'll see, wow, things are completely different around me. Money is coming in. Love is coming in. Success is happening. Very easy to where you don't have to force it, right? You don't have to force it and struggle for it to come towards you. Tell me about the Ten of Cups here in the challenge position. The Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups is in your challenge position. This is happiness. This is bliss. This is for your wish fulfillment. This is your dream life. Somebody feels like their dream life is a struggle. It feels like it's never going to happen. It's never going to be obtained. They're never going to get there. You know why? Because they're here. So they feel like this is just really unattainable here for you. Okay. Happiness in a relationship is unattainable for you. Happiness in your career is unattainable for you because you're in this Four of Cups energy. That's what you're feeling like. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. I love this. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this because this is kind of literally a depiction of what I'm just explaining. The Eight of Pentacles here is literally doing your due diligence every single day, working at the life that you want to have. It's not going to happen just that second, but I promise you, when it does happen, you're going to feel like it happened just like that. You're going to look back and be like, dang, that happened quick, right? Nobody's ever going to look back and say, damn, that took a long time. No, but every single time you work on it, a little by little, you'll get here to this Nine of Pentacles energy in this higher vibrational state. See, the Five of Cups here is turning away from that sadness, from that loss, or from those feelings of, things don't work out for me, or I'm a failure, or, relationships never pan out for me, turning away from that. Tell us about the Seven of Pentacles and the outcome in the near future here for Aries. Wow, beautiful. Literally investing in yourself here. Investing in yourself, in your vibration, in your energy brings you all of the abundance that you desire, right? That's the key to true abundance. When you start to invest and pour into yourself, everything that you want is just going to be magnetized towards you. You're not going to have to work at getting things. You're just going to attract them. Same thing with love, money, appreciation, all of that. You're not going to have to, let me say this, working on yourself brings everything that you want to you. That'll probably be the hardest thing that you'll ever have to do, right? Because sometimes working on yourself, you have to look in the mirror and say, why do I feel so much shame about me? Why do I feel so much shame about my situation? What is that? What is the root? That is usually the hardest thing. But when you dig up that root, same thing with plants, when you dig up that weed that is deep rooted, then you kind of you take it all out, then you can plant a new seed, right? You can plant a new seed. The thing that we're seeing a lot of times now in today's society is people are just trimming the weeds. You don't want to see the weeds in my front yard, so I can't even talk about weeds. But people are trimming their weeds, right? They're just trimming them and they're growing back. They're trimming them or they're growing back, right? That kind of like, it looks pretty on the outside, but I'm not really doing any inner work. And soon enough, you'll see everything around them start to really fall away and fall apart and see what is really deep inside. This is why you don't want to kind of just mask and make things a little pretty on the outside. You really want to get in there and do that deep dive into yourself, what we call it dark night of the soul, so you can get to the root of the problem. And when you get to the root of the problem, baby, honey, okay? Honey, what is that? I always saw, what is it, AOC, she always says, honey child, boo boo, every time I watch that playback. You guys know what I'm talking about. When you get to the root of that problem, Aries, or whatever that shame is that lays down, there is no one on this earth that can tell you anything about yourself, right? That's this Empress energy. There's nobody in this world who can make you feel bad about you, hate yourself, feel like a failure anymore. The only reason that people can do that to you is because you allow it, and there's something inside of you that says, that's who I am, probably based off of some sort of trauma that happened to you in the past. But once you dig out those bad roots, those bad weeds, they won't be able to tell you anything. That's the beautiful thing about self-love and planting your own seeds, right? You'll know that when people say things about you that are negative, it is a reflection of themselves.
because people who truly love themselves will never want to bring you down, will never want to hurt you, will never want to see you fail. Why do you want to see somebody fail if you love yourself? That's not a product of love. So if you're in an environment like that, if you're in a relationship like that, you need to get out, because it's not based off of love. It's not grown from love, okay? A lot of this type of energy of feeling disconnected and discontent stems from something earlier on in your life that told you weren't good enough. And now you have to reparent yourself and reteach yourself that you always have been, and you always will be, okay? That is always going to be the truth for you in your life. You have always been good enough. You always will be, all right? You always have been, all right? So that's what I have for you guys today. I hope that this reading helped, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.